Have you ever wondered about the mechanical beasts that roamed the battlefield during World War II? Yes, tanks, the armored fighting vehicles that changed the course of the war. The Second World War was a time of rapid technological advancement, and nowhere was this more apparent than in the development of tanks. These steel giants were the backbone of many armies, and their presence could sway the tide of a battle. The tanks of World War II were more than just machines. They were symbols of power and resilience, embodying the spirit of the nations that built them. From the deserts of North Africa to the snowy fields of Russia, these formidable vehicles wrote history with their tracks. Today we embark on a journey, a countdown of the top 10 tanks of this epic conflict. We'll explore their unique features, their strengths and weaknesses, and the pivotal roles they played in the theater of war. So, without further ado, we dive into the heart of the battlefield with number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have the British Matilda II. This tank is a true testament to British engineering during the Second World War. The Matilda II was designed with a focus on armor and infantry support. It boasted some of the thickest armor of any tank of its time, making it nearly impervious to most anti-tank weaponry of the era. This did, however, come at a cost. The Matilda II was not built for speed, making it a slow-moving but incredibly tough piece of machinery on the battlefield. One of the most notable deployments of the Matilda II was during the North Africa campaign. The tank's heavy armor proved to be a significant challenge for the Axis powers, who found their standard anti-tank rounds were often ineffective. The Matilda II's resilience in these desert battles earned it a reputation as a formidable opponent. Despite its slow speed, the Matilda II's armor made it a formidable opponent. At number 9, we have the American M3 Lee. This war machine boasted a unique design, its most notable feature being a sponson-mounted 75mm gun. This unusual mounting allowed the M3 Lee to deliver a powerful punch, but it also had its limitations, restricting the tank's firing arc. The M3 Lee played a crucial role in North Africa and the Pacific during the Second World War. Its formidable firepower and armor made it a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. Over 6,000 units of this tank were produced, making it one of the most widely manufactured tanks of the era. Despite its unconventional design and a few limitations, the M3 Lee proved to be a reliable and effective weapon. It was a testament to American ingenuity and manufacturing prowess, demonstrating that even unconventional designs can have a significant impact on the course of history. The M3 Lee, a unique design that served its purpose. Number 8 introduces the Soviet Union's T-34, a tank that revolutionized armored warfare with its sloped armor design, which was a game changer. This design significantly increased the effective thickness of the armor, without actually increasing the weight. The genius did not stop there. The T-34 also had wide tracks, which gave it a significant advantage in the harsh Russian terrain, especially in the snow and mud. The T-34 was a major player on the Eastern Front. Its robustness, reliability, and above all, its high production numbers made it a force to be reckoned with. The Soviets churned out tens of thousands of these tanks during the war, outnumbering their opponents and overwhelming them with sheer numbers. The T-34 was not without its flaws, but its influence on the battlefield was undeniable. It was a testament to the Soviet Union's industrial might and became a symbol of their resistance against the Axis forces. The T-34, a tank that truly made a mark on the Eastern Front. Number 7 roars in with Germany's Tiger I. This iconic tank was a force to be reckoned with on the battlefields of World War II. The Tiger's imposing stature was backed up by its heavy armor, capable of withstanding numerous hits before succumbing to damage. This made it a formidable opponent, even when outnumbered. But the Tiger I wasn't just about physical resilience. It packed a punch with its powerful 88mm gun. This gun was originally designed as an anti-aircraft weapon, but it proved to be highly effective against enemy tanks, piercing through armor with ease. This combination of heavy armor and a powerful gun made the Tiger I a lethal weapon. Perhaps what sets the Tiger I apart was its psychological impact. It was a symbol of German engineering and military might, casting a shadow of fear over Allied soldiers. It wasn't just a tank, it was a psychological weapon that shook the morale of those who faced it. The Tiger I, a beast that instilled fear in its adversaries. At number 6, we have the British Sherman Firefly. This tank was a game changer in World War II, thanks to its powerful 17-pounder gun. This gun was not just a fancy addition, it was a necessity. It was designed to penetrate the thick armor of the German heavy tanks, which were considered nearly invincible at the time. The Sherman Firefly played a critical role in the Normandy campaign. British forces, equipped with these tanks, were able to hold their ground and even push back against the German panzers. This was a pivotal moment in the war. demonstrating that the Allies had the firepower to challenge the German heavyweights. But it wasn't just the Firefly's gun that made it remarkable. It was also its unexpected prowess. Despite being a modification of the American Sherman tank, which wasn't particularly known for its anti-tank capabilities, the Firefly proved to be a formidable opponent for the German tanks. The Sherman Firefly, a tank that punched well above its weight. Coming in at number 5, we find Germany's Panther tank. The Panther is a prime example of German engineering, an excellent blend of armor, mobility, and firepower. Its well-designed armor, sloped for maximum effectiveness, could deflect most enemy fire. The Panther's mobility was also impressive, boasting a top speed of 55 kilometers per hour, a surprising feat for its size. The Panther's firepower was equally commendable. Its 75mm gun packed a punch, capable of penetrating most Allied tanks. This combination of features made the Panther a formidable opponent on the battlefield. It played a pivotal role in the battles of Kursk and the Bulge, where its performance left a lasting impression. Its efficiency in both defense and offense, along with its ability to adapt to various battle conditions, earned the Panther its place in history. The Panther, a well-rounded tank that was a force to be reckoned with. At number 4, we encounter the British Churchill tank. Named after Britain's indomitable wartime leader, the Churchill epitomized resilience and tenacity. It shook off the initial criticism for its sluggish speed with its impressive armor, the thickest among all British tanks of the era. Designed as an infantry tank, the Churchill was built to take a beating while supporting ground troops. Its robustness allowed it to absorb damage that would cripple lighter vehicles, earning it a reputation for reliability and endurance. But it was during the Normandy campaign where the Churchill truly shone. It demonstrated its ability to withstand heavy fire while delivering devastating blows to enemy fortifications. Despite its snail-like pace, the Churchill was a formidable presence on the battlefield, often turning the tide in favor of the Allies. The Churchill, a slow but sturdy workhorse of the British Army, left an indelible mark on the annals of armored warfare and held its place in the top tanks of World War II. Coming in at the 3rd position, we have the American M4 Sherman. The M4 Sherman, a symbol of reliability, was the workhorse of the American armored forces during World War II. Its adaptability to different combat scenarios made it a valuable asset in all theaters of the war. It was there in the scorching deserts of North Africa, the dense forests of Europe, and the humid jungles of the Pacific, proving its worth time and again. What set the M4 Sherman apart was not just its versatility, but its high production numbers. Over 50,000 units were manufactured during the war years, a testament to American industrial prowess. This sheer quantity often tipped the scales in favor of the Allies, allowing them to overwhelm Axis forces. The Sherman was not the biggest or the most heavily armored tank on the battlefield, but it was the one that could be counted on when it mattered most. The M4 Sherman, the ubiquitous American tank that helped win the war. At number 2, we have the German Tiger II, or King Tiger. This behemoth was the epitome of German tank engineering during the Second World War. Its heavy armor was virtually impervious to most Allied weaponry, and its formidable gun could decimate enemy tanks with frightening ease. The Tiger II was a symbol of German military might, a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. Its 78mm thick frontal armor and 88mm gun made it a formidable opponent. The Tiger II was a monster of a machine, designed with one purpose in mind: to dominate the battlefield. In the final years of the war, the Tiger II played a crucial role. Despite its slow speed and high fuel consumption, it was a game-changer, often turning the tide of battles in favor of the Germans. It was, in essence, a mobile fortress, a testament to the power and ingenuity of German engineering. The Tiger II, the pinnacle of German heavy tank design. And finally, at number 1, we have the Soviet IS-2. This tank is a true testament to Soviet engineering prowess during the Second World War. The IS-2, or Iosif Stalin II, was a heavy tank named after the Soviet leader himself. The IS-2 stands out for its heavy armor. This tank was built to withstand a lot, and it did. Its thick, sloped armor was virtually impervious to most German anti-tank weapons. It was a moving fortress on the battlefield, a symbol of Soviet resilience. But the IS-2 was not just about defense. It also packed a punch with its powerful 122mm gun. This gun was capable of penetrating enemy armor at significant range, making the IS-2 a formidable adversary for any tank that dared to cross its path. And let's not forget the IS-2's crucial role in the final push into Germany. This beast of a tank led the charge, breaking through German lines and paving the way for the Red Army's decisive victory. The IS-2, a fitting end to our countdown, a tank that truly symbolizes the might and power of the Red Army. So there you have it, the top 10 tanks of World War II. We've navigated through a diverse array of armored powerhouses that played pivotal roles in shaping the outcome of the war. From the British Matilda II, known for its heavy armor, to the American M3 Lee with its unique design. We've also seen the T-34, the Russian workhorse, and the intimidating German Tiger I. Then we explored the Sherman Firefly, the British adaptation of the American M4 Sherman, and met the German Panther, a tank renowned for its firepower and protection. Our journey took us to the Churchill, another British beast, before revisiting the M4 Sherman, this time in its original American form. The penultimate was the fearsome German Tiger II, and finally, the Soviet IS-2, a true symbol of Soviet strength. Each of these 10 tanks, with their unique designs, capabilities, and histories, played a part in writing the chapters of World War II. Thank you for joining us in this journey through history. Until next time, keep exploring the past.